Alrighty, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Hey Code, how are you doing? Today we are painting a brand new loading screen for this. The loading screen I've been using, and while it's gotten the job done so far, is a bit simple and doesn't really isn't quite what we're looking for more long-term use. So I figured it's probably about time to make a brand new loading screen. Just gonna drop that sideways. So that'll be kind of cool. I have some ideas for what I want to do. We'll sketch those out, and then I'll go in and draw them in a bit more detail. One of the neat things we're going to be doing with this particular loading screen is after I'm done drawing it on stream and stuff, I'll be taking it into the live 2D software, the same kind of software used to animate this model, and animating the loading screen so that it, while it still is a still image to some degree, there's going to be a few little spots of motion and stuff. So we're going to I'll be talking about the special things I'm doing to make that work as we go. Hello, Harashu. Thanks for dropping in. Always glad to have you. Let me pop that. There we go. Almost burned your hands driving. The sun got the stick, brake, and wheel incredibly. Ooh, yeah, I know how that goes. Yeah, I live at a pretty high altitude, so the sun heating up stuff in cars can be a real major problem with the thin atmosphere above us. It does a lot. We get a lot of UV light hitting surfaces and stuff, so it's really easy to get sunburned, and sun surfaces get really hot here. Alright, let's get into it. Start here with a little wood paneling as the base, so give me a moment to guide slide out. We want probably columns. Let's do 20 columns and one row. That'll work. Just draw these in quick. We can throw them into perspective. Alright, view clear guides. And let's rotate this. Zoom out a little bit. Edit. Full perspective. That's the one. And all that. Stretch it out a little bit more. Yeah, that'll work. What is this? Okay. I'll adjust the perspective one more time. Just a little bit. That'll work. Fantastic. Let's see. I'll come in and put like edges. These look like wood boards, as that was the intention. This here will be like grass or something. It's not terribly important. Just something kind of filler texture. The actual stuff in this scene that we want, I would like to put sake set here. So, little board like that. That angle might be a little odd. We'll stretch that out a little more. I'll need to adjust the perspective, make sure I get it right when I actually get to draw them, but for now. Do I want multiple out? Probably not. Not for this one. Let's do a single sake cup. A big one at that. And then we'll do some kind of accent thing, maybe like little hydrangea or something here. And I'd like to have another little thing. And I pulled out my own ink set for this just so I could use it as reference. So sketch that out quick. Let's see, we got the rubbing block, the ink stick. Actually, it'd be nice to get the, since you keep the ink in the rubbing block there, we'll put the brush dripping over it. And then we got this little kind of crown looking thing which you can prop the brush on. Like little drips coming off that into the ink pool. My particular one has a little koi here, so we'll draw the koi in as well. And stick the ink stick over here. Which has a couple little symbols on we'll get to when we draw the detail. And then the last thing I want in this, I actually want to keep this side pretty open, come to think of it. So the last thing I want, maybe we'll do this on the same thing as the sake, just so it's. Now let's expand the sake. The last thing I wanted was like a little thing of steak sliced up, ready to eat, so we can have steam floating off of it. Oop. So make the sake bottle a little smaller. Let's do a little plate there with little steak slices on it. And we can put a pair of chopsticks down here on the little prop. A little dish for soy sauce. Just dip And then we'll put the big sake glass up there. The uni-sized sake. And put like the little accent flower down here. Keep that pretty open. Let's this a little more forward, I think. Come on. What are we? We'll trim that a little bit. Can maybe we move this more out here? So I want to feel full. Maybe we should have it go off the edge a little bit. I think that might help. Something like that might work out. And the reason we're leaving this largely open is A, it makes some nice resting space, but also in a similar manner as I have now, I'll be posting my schedule before and after on the screen. So I don't want to overlap the actual subject matter of the painting with the schedule itself. And then last thing is I want to kind of get some like tree branch looky things coming through. So that we can make those wave back and forth when we animate it. So it looks like there's a nice little breeze. I think we can just bucket fill that right now. Alright, so since that's shadow, we'll throw a blur on it, drop the opacity, and probably not touch this layer again except for maybe a minor adjustment here or there near the end. Alright, blur. That's pretty good. Alright, let's drop that opacity. And now it can look like a tree shadow being cast across the thing. So that if we come in and, you know, once we animate it, we can get it to warp kind of like that and stuff. It's a very basic display, so it'll look like it's kind of blowing in the breeze. Which I think will be cool. I can actually slightly slide that to blue, I think. Actually, give me a second. I need to bump that opacity up if I'm going to slide it. Alright, a little more saturation. Oh, actually, that's almost perfect right there. Oh yeah, that's nice. Good. Just gonna lock that layer so I don't accidentally mess it up. And I think it's now gonna be time to sort out details of our sketch stuff here. The opacity, layer. Let's see, so that's gotta be in perspective to that. So that's gonna be about here if we're making this a map. Actually, that probably needs to be more. So it's that one. Okay, that'll work. And since this is just gonna be like a little cloth mat on the ground or something, maybe a little stone mat. We could do it as a wood panel. Actually, let's do it as like a red cloth. I think that'll give it some nice, strong coloring. Or no, if we do this, let's do the sake glass. Sake cup is red, so it'll look more like that old red lacquerware. Brush. I also want to put like a little sakura petal floating in the sake. Oh. Let's very carefully put a base in there, mostly obscured by the glass itself, with a dish. Might want to grab a elliptical again for that. Okay. just a single little sakura petal floating on it. That way we can, as we move with the tree branches and stuff in the animation, we can also drift the petal around. Alright, let's put these on a little dish. Actually, grab another little oval for this. Yeah, no, I probably don't need an oval, but it's small enough I can just draw it. Though that's, I think, the wrong angle. Gotta keep it consistent. Yeah, about there. Transform selection. Oop. I wish there was like a stroke selection or something where I could just have it put down ink on, or color on the line of the selection, but I don't think there is. So I'm not using paths for my selections. There we go. We can put soy sauce in that. Or a dark colored sauce at the very least. Doesn't have to be soy specifically. I think technically steak is served with a slightly different sauce, but it is still a dark colored one. Or at least commonly served with a different sauce. Not that there's any requirement to serve anything with any particular sauce, just what people normally do. Alright. A little dish out. The steak to sit on. These are going to be really hard to see because it's trying to make it a nice shallow dish. Might not even see them at all if we make it shallow enough. Like that. Yeah. We'll see the inside. Okay. Let's see. It's nice, thinly sliced, medium rare steak bits. Tasty. All right, chopstick prop. I unfortunately didn't bother to actually like set up proper perspective points. So there may be some little bits that are slightly out of perspective. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. Let's get Oh, medium rare is the best doneness for steak. Yeah, medium for sure. It always is. Because, like, if it's just rare, you don't quite get that crispiness on the outside as much. But medium rare kind of hits that the best of both worlds, the tasty crispiness and the juiciness of the meat. And let's see. So this is a cylinder, so we're... Oh yeah, we definitely need to slide that over. Let me just draw those there. And then I actually want to layer via copy. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, that. Narrow for the neck. So let's make that a little more narrow. Don't actually need that ring, just needed to use it for measuring. And given how big the glass is, I think I might actually increase the size of the bottle as well. Also, move it a little closer to the glass. Let me look something up real quick. I'm not sure hydrangea is necessarily the right choice, actually. They're very... I wonder what kind of flower would be good here, then. Because I feel like a flower would make a nice accent. It's a nice pop of color. We can use it, and we can have it be a pop of color that we don't use elsewhere very easily. I was thinking hydrangea originally because the kind of blue-purple there works really well for that. But they're more of a ball shape than like a stem and bloom. We'll sketch that in for now. Oh, you know what would be cool? Is if I... that might be too hard. Is if I had put like a scroll rolled out here, and then I typed out my schedule onto the scroll for the various weeks. And let's see, on this I do want to... That's an arrow we're looking for. That's... cross. I know that's too short. It's too tall. It's like that, I want to say. With one side straight and that and I believe that's right. It's something like that. The scroll idea does sound cool, but I think it might be difficult to accurately get my schedule written out into it each time. I'll have to play with that at some point, but I might do that completely in the scroll image itself, or in the schedule image itself, so just leave these as blank boards, and then change the schedule image from what I have to what looks like a scroll laid out on the ground, which would then be able to be placed on top of that pretty easily. I not draw anything this time for that, but leave a space open for it. The one downside is it does mean that these like leaves blowing around might not reflect on the scroll properly. Alright, so let's... And then I want this on like a little wood block, I think. Lift it up off the ground. Might be hard to put text on depending on the angle. Yeah, that's exactly it. Is putting the text on the scroll is... It's a cool idea, but putting the text on the scroll is going to be a challenge. Expand that just so there's a little bit of overlap there. That block is out of perspective. Let's see this side right here. It's to be more like that. I'd like to get a little bit of overlap in here, but who knows? We may not actually get it. Certainly don't want it doing that like corner touch thing. That's the worst of all worlds. Let's try something like that. That'll work, I think. What's this? Okay, nothing important. Let's jump down to this layer so I can expand my sketch. To fill. Let's cut a little closer though. This little block here is pretty small. I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit, but we can't exaggerate it that much. All right. Let's see. So this has got a circular depression here where you actually scratch the ink. You put a little bit of water into the circular depression, and then you take the ink stick and you kind of rub it in circles through the depression, and that's how you scratch off ink to make ink for the Japanese like painting stuff. Let's see here. Then we got the little koi fish. Want to try drawing that again a little closer. And it's just got some like decorative little scratches around it. Cool. Throw this onto a new layer because we're going to draw the brush. Let's prop thing. All right, that's gonna be like there-ish, and I guess we'll put it there so we can put the brush in this one. And let's add a layer for that. Back end of this brush is a little unusual. It's slightly larger than the middle section. And we'll put the bristles down. Let's slightly move the brush because we want it to be sitting over the pool there just a bit. There we go. I think that'll give us enough room to animate like a little drip of ink on the tip that we can then ripple for the animation. Oh, don't want to do that. Let's see. We can erase right here and here because that's not moving. You like today's music? Thank you. This is the music that I hired a musician to construct just for the stream, so it'll be staying a while. It's custom. I'll be the only channel that'll ever use it. See, I'm slowly getting better at this. Haven't had a chance to make a stinger or anything yet, but he also made a couple tracks for me to use for like the loading screen and for scene changes and stuff. So as I get more stuff drawn out and readied, I have other selections of music to use as well to enhance the channel. All right. How's that look if we drop out the background? Oh yeah, we need the ink stick. Let's make that a slightly different angle. I'm gonna kind of rough up one of the ends here a little bit, as implying that it has recently been used. So what do we got right in here? Don't actually know. The kanji's not quite that good. Let's to exit there. No, my kanji's not quite good enough to read it. Using some, I think it's using a bit of decorative kanji in there as well. I don't think there are necessarily instructions or anything. So, might not be even standard calligraphy kanji. And let's get these boards down where they belong. Come on. Actually, let's zoom out a bit for that. That to be just a touch bigger, I think. Come on. There we go. One of these times I'll be good at drawing straight lines consistently. There we go. I think I may want to just do these by hand here, so I can put the little wedges near where they meet, making them look a little more hand hammered out. I kind of anticipated that this was going to be a slightly longer than average stream, just because I wanted to make this thing, which is going to get reused particularly well. So I'm happy that this is we're pretty much done with the line art here. an hour. Alright, I don't think we need that layer anymore. Hide it. That's what we just worked on. Cool. That'll work. You know, it'd be nice to have a little accent piece there, actually. Let's join those two. And then... actually, I don't know if I want to merge those two. These two I do want to bring... Oh, actually, you know, I've erased off the block, which means I may as well just merge them down. Yeah, I'd like to pull these guys down a little bit and then put something here to accent as well. Don't know what exactly. Maybe not there. Here. Don't want it to be a particularly complex shape as the thing. I suppose I could do another flower. That might work nicely. We just do another little stem and whatever flower we end up using. Maybe not, actually. What if... Well, we'll still do a flower, but what if we instead do like a little collection of sakura petals? Since we've established that there's a few around, having a few extra drifting in and out might be appropriate. Let's change the spacing on them slightly so they feel a little more natural. Yeah, that I think works as decently as an accent. Cool. All right, let's start throwing some color in there. Just gonna start by throwing the green into the background here. Okay. Been staring at my model table for a bit, wondering which weapon to work on. I can't really decide. The biggest one, obviously. I actually have no idea. That just seems like the answer that would be reasonable here, given my no real knowledge base of what you have available. All right, let's get some kind of reddish wooden. Reddish. They're all about the same size. I got Volkite, last thing, giant chain weapon, and power fist. All are big knight size. Giant chain weapon. That's the one you should work on. Giant chain weapon. It dawns on me it might have been faster just to lasso this up and then color it in, but well, we're almost here. Actually, probably don't need to clean those edges too much because I can just paint on a new layer. Now I do want to adjust slightly. More blue, some more yellow. There we go. I think that'll work. Just want to adjust this slightly. There we go. Just so there's a little bit more. Push that grass area into the back. so you don't really focus on it, and keeps the focus more in the stuff on the deck. Oop. There we go. It's looking pretty good. And just merge those two together since we don't keep them separate anymore. This, I think I would, well, we'll do the proper way to color it first. Gotta be rough. Get it there. Slide it a bit more into the yellow-orange woods. We'll actually add a little bit more saturation to this. Let's see if we can just expand that a little bit. And just clean the outside edge there. Select 5, expand by, I don't know, 4 pixels sounds good. Yep, that'll work. Add a layer, drop it under there, and outline color. Boom. All right. Let's see. And this we can merge to there, so it's all on one block. And I want to have that. We have established that the shadow is drifting slightly that way. That pretty darn blue, make it quite dark. Filter, blur, and that below. That might be a bit hard on the blur. Cut that in half just because it's a closer object. There we go. I think it's actually going to be a little bit more that way. And drop that yes. Which, let's see, and I'll also need to bring the layer above. in just this spot right here. Invert, delete everything. There we go. Nice crisp shadow on that. So many layers I'm dancing between here. Let's lock that. Actually, you should get merged down onto that, I think, because I'm not moving that board anymore. So let's merge the board down, because it's not moving. Okay, what color do I want that sheet, that piece of cloth? I feel like white might work. Maybe I should figure out the color of the stuff on top of it. Ooh, that's... I'm gonna need to add a quick little layer underneath here. Yeah, that'll work. That's just way at the bottom, so it's not actually going to affect anything in the final, but it will clean up some holes that were showing up into the line art there. All right. Now then, I know I want the sake thing to be bright red lacquer, because that's just so pretty. Let's see if we can actually pull out that ellipse again. That might be a bit too bright. All right, let's dim it a little bit. Close. I think we'll call that good for now. Let's add a quick little layer so we can pull out just the sake. And we're gonna just add a little bit of a white layer and drop that opacity really low. A sake often has a very white tint to it. As if you don't filter it, it will have a very small amount of rice dust floating in it. Then we can add like the little ripple marks. Well, those need to be on their own layer later, so we'll work with that later. All right, there we go. That. I'm gonna start labeling these. I rarely use this many layers, but in the case of having to do this particular kind of work, you have to use an absolute ton of layers. What is that? That's a blank one. That's line art. And that's... Okay, that gets those down. This is where we're working. So let's grab something in kind of the slate gray. We can make the dish. So I think having a nice dark color here will help pop the meat. What am I doing? This is the wine arts. Let me adjust our meat here. To fill the plate. That's clear those. We'll do the same thing we did with the other one. Where we grab that. Select. Modify. Expand. Drop a new layer below. Fill. So we get that nice little line art, or clean outline, duplicate it, drop the duplication saturation, drop the duplication color there, Control T. Oop. I want to drop it below, and then slide it over to match the way we're doing the other shadows. Filter, slight blur, and drop that opacity. Stick dish shadow. All right, and stick dish. Both of those. Okay, we're starting to fill in the various pieces. Just a lot of, gotta keep it super clean while you're working, so it makes it kind of tedious. All right, let's add a new layer. We'll sake bottle. About there? Yeah. Alright. Good enough. Kind of pale yellow. Or we could go more of that black lacquer. Or we could make it match the dish too. Let's go with black lacquer. I like black lacquer. Then we can do the kanji there on it in what do you call it? Gold. Oof, that did not select very cleanly on the edge. We're gonna have to manually touch it up. There. All right. Fill that. All right. That's gonna be a bit of an interesting one when we do the little shadow, so let's just do that now. And then we're gonna have to do the shadow by like grabbing this thing and which angle? More like that, I think. Come on. There. Yep. And then edit. We're gonna have to throw a little perspective on it. It's about the right angle, I want to say. And then filter, blur. And drop its opacity. There we go. Alright, this is sake bottle. Shadow. Lock that. This is sake bottle base color. Lock it. Okay. Still don't know what color I want that base thing to be. Fill in this dish. Duplicate its layer, do the shadow thing. filter, blur. We're in there. There. Okay. Lock those. Okay, chopsticks. Let's reuse that color. It'll be useful. Select, modify, expand. Do that. Yep. Let's add a new layer just below that. Look at fill, black. So we get the nice clean line art. Merge down, prop line art. We clean up the old one. I should do that modify expand thing and some other stuff more often. That works really well to get a really clean line art. Anyway, yep, it's just the okay. The little prop for the chopsticks. Do that. Keep it in that lacquer style. I want this one down. There we go. There we go. And select it, new layer. Select, modify, expand. Fill. Merge down. Chopsticks. Merge down. Sticks. Relock that. Duplicate it. Drop the color real low. Slide it a bit blue. Pop that saturation up. Filter, blur. And pop it below. And edit. Or we're gonna need to do this carefully, because that shadow is slightly bigger in different spots. I think that's about right. Actually, no, because it's going to have to be more that way. I think that's about right. There we go. I know the chopsticks aren't quite even in size. I'm not terribly concerned with that right now. I may have to do a little bit of adjustment at the very end to fix that, but it's not top priority. All right, let's sort out that cloth under it. That's gonna be all the way down there. Did I do that right? Nope, not quite. There we go. All right. Now we need to drop a sheet of something in. Let's just do pink for now. We can play with the color. Go a little bit brighter. Do a nice bright pink. That might be cool. Slide along. I kind of like that kind of sky blue. That might be nice. Drop the saturation a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit lighter. That seems to get the impression I was looking for, I think. All right. Let's drop that there. Relock that. Cleans up a little bit. Okay. All right, so what do I need to keep tall here? This needs to be on an upper layer. While I work on my night weapons, my brain is wondering what colors I should do for Iron Warriors. I'm going to do a metallic gray for primary. I'm wondering about doing a blue scale for 1 out of 2. This is going to be animated layer. This is animated. A blue scale for secondary colors and 0 idea what to do for the third plus other colors. Well, if you're doing gray as the base and then blue for your kind of secondaries, that honestly leaves a lot of options open. I guess if you're looking for your or wait, so it's gray primary and wondering about a blue scale set for secondary colors. 0 idea for your tertiary and accent colors. So yeah, if you're doing gray as your base, blue is kind of your secondary colors, I would pick a warm color for your accent colors. So, yeah, I guess I would pick something kind of in the bright yellowy greens, to the yellows, the oranges, the reds, or the red end of purple. Red end of purple might be a bit hard if you're already doing blue, so I might stick to more the red to yellow range. You could still do kind of a yellow-green if you really wanted, but I think I would probably go for an orange or yellow. Hard to say exactly which color, but somewhere in that orange to yellow color. Don't need this line here anymore. That won't be doing nothing. Did I? What? Why is that rough? That's weird. But like you can see how the very red dish goes really well with the kind of dull blue sheet. It's because the red is on that contrasting color side there. The red's a warm, whereas the dull blue is in the cool range. So having your accent colors sit on the opposite spectrum there really makes them pop. All right, so let's see what's not animated here. I need to. That's animated. Let's put the animated ones into a folder so I can separate them a little easier. Animated. Look at that. That layer's not going to be animated at all. Oh, right. I need a steam layer. I'm going to put a little bit of steam coming off these. We're just going to sketch it in real rough for now. Call this the steak steam. Lock that. Give it the animated tag and its title. What about white? It's a really light color army. My brain is wavering over lunar themed versus forge themed. I mean, yeah, you could do white. I feel like white's a bit hard to do as a base color, but yeah, go for it. The only reason it's hard to do is it can be annoying to shadow, just because when you're painting white, you're not actually painting white, you're painting super light gray and then accent and then highlighting white most of the time. So actually the sake fluid's probably not animated. It's probably fixed. It's gonna be the one that's gonna be animated is the sakura petal on it. Sake, that's what's gonna animate there. Alright, so are those the only things we're animating is the shadow, the steam, and the petal on the sake? Oh no, we need an animation for the brush drip. Brush drip. Okay. Okay. Now that I think I've got all my animated layers pulled off, I think I can just go in and hide them. Oh, I need to go here, slice that chunk right there off. A new layer via cut, and you need to get dropped there. Now if we... There we go, that should hide everything that's animated, which means we can just raw draw and everything else. Sweet. Okay, which means we can stop worrying too much about actual separation of layers anymore. Finally. Let's go above the line arts. These guys are sitting put. Alright, get these guys in real quick. There we go. We'll get rid of that original line art for those, so we don't need it. Should be really delicate outlines. Okay. What's that? Just a little bit of tone. There we go. A shadow. Something in there. Eep. All right. All right. Black brush, black scratch stone. Let's actually do this layer below the prop line art for right now. I feel like this might end up being a bit flat colored. This is taking a lot longer than I initially anticipated. I knew it was going to be a bit of a long stream. It was probably going to be like 3 hours, but I didn't But we are nearing the end of hour 2 and not where I was expecting to be. And this is almost going to be like black void. There's so little light that shows up on a black ink like that. And in here, we're getting that kind of black void going too. Maybe make it just slightly less voidy. No, not really. That's slightly less voidy. There we go. Getting those drips off the brush might not be a thing that happens, just because that's going to be... animating that, you're not going to see anything practically because of how dark the ink is. I didn't really consider that. I suppose if we do the ripples in the ink, that might work as a way of animating. I'll put those on a different layer just in case. Do that as an erase off the prop art, line art, not the draw-in. There we go. Let's get just a little bit of general highlight. There we go. So it's got a little bit of depth to it. Crazy, crazy. All right. This here is going to have that kind of wood color to it. And pull into a void-like tip. What do we got? I'll be back. Very hungry. All right. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by while you were here. It's a long stream, so perfectly understandable. I want to come in here. Let's just keep going right here, actually. All right, so what do we have for this piece of ceramic? Okay. Little pin prop. It's close to white, but not quite. Get that thick enough so it feels like it fills. There we go. Prop liner. All right, that's looking pretty good so far. We'll push that up just slightly. And this has some little blue designs on it, so we'll paint those in. We got on it. Looks like just some little grass. And those, oh, and then like a little palace in the center. It's neat. What is, did I put, where did that get put on? None of those. Like, those are all hidden. Tell me that got... No, not that one. This one? Oh, there it is. I thought I checked that one and it didn't do anything. Huh. There we go. Alright, let's drop a layer below it. Drop a shadow in there. Oof. Oop, don't want to erase the shadow. You want to erase off this edge. What on earth? What? Oh, I see. There's two here. Oh, okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just... no. Merge those layers. That'll fix that. So searching randomly for what layer things are on, we can just merge them and not have to worry about it. Add the shadow of the brush gently to the porcelain and the inkstone. Back to the shadow there. We can add shadows for a few other objects. There we go. As well as this thing. All right. Filter, blur the shadow layer, Gaussian. Okay. And opacity, drop that down. Just a couple little touch-ups, one right there, a little under there, all right there. Okay, that's starting to get kind of the look we're going for. Let's finish up this board here, and then we'll jump over to the other side. So, I'm jumping here. Let's start adding some wood grain to it. And I should probably do this. Oh, I did not leave it on its own layer. Oh, that was a mistake. There. All right. Now let's get some wood board striations in there. Like that. Yeah. Starting out right. We'll color shift it a little bit out of, make it a little darker, and we can come in and add a few thinner ones. Okay. Where's my... yeah, that. Bring in some highlight. Let's also shift that towards a bright yellow. There we go. That looks kind of like a wood board there. Hide that. Jump to, what's it, this one? That. Clear out that. I want to bring back that shadow a little bit. Very carefully. And just a little more. Let's get to the contact point here. Just a touch of occlusion shadow here as well. Cool. Now we'll jump up a couple layers to this. We can add a little bit of light reflection on there. A little bit of wood reflection up to here. A little bit of wood reflection on here. And a teeny tiny bit of wood reflecting up onto here. We can then ambient occlusion right in here. Just kind of get these things set together like they should be. Oh, it's looking pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like it's doing all right. Starting to get there. It's been a bit of a tedious process getting here, but it's starting to look kind of pretty good. I'm gonna have to get the wood texture in on all of these boards back here, and up in here and here as well. That'll take a little bit. And at some point, we're going to have to get in there and draw in the stake and stuff like that and start texturing this pile of stuff, because this block's mostly done. We're going to just merge that down since it's done at this point. Yeah, huh. Wonder why those are on 2 different layers. Whatever. And we can merge that down. Cool. That gets the wood block. The painting block here, done. Oh yeah, that's true. It's definitely taking a while. Yeah, it's been 2 hours at this point. But I suppose good work takes time. That we will shift the color slightly and start adding in some word lines. A general shape going on here first. Dang. Again, didn't separate this off the grass layer, so I'm gonna have to wing it and color correct at the end. Or carefully correct it at the end. Though I can, in this particular case, drop it below everything else so that it's only above the background layer, which will help some, but maybe not as much as I hoped, because I am using that wood board on the background. Alright, there's something basic. We'll color shift a bit brighter. Get some more. That might be a little too bright. Let's go for a little more in here. That's probably fine. Fine for now. We might bring in some other colors later. Add some more of these striations through there, help it start looking a bit more like wood. Alright, pale it up a little bit. Start adding a little bit of kind of vague highlight to the boards, kind of indicate where the boards have a little bit of shape to them. Let's pull a little bit more of a cleaner highlight in there. Add some just general color fluctuation to the wood. There we go. That's starting to look kind of wood. Grab a other slightly wider. Pull in and get, now we can pull in the edge of the boards. Kind of like that. Now it's pretty good. We'll pull a slightly bluer, slightly dimmer one and do the same thing on the opposite side. So we can kind of ambient occlusion them. Oh boy. It's just a lot of long thin strokes along the same axis with very slight variation. There we go. Just about done. There we go. That kind of looks like a wooden deck there. It's a little bit of color variation over in the grass there, just so it's not completely flat. Actually, I should probably do the slightly bluer stuff first. Slightly darker, slightly bluer. That way I can do the slightly brighter, slightly yellower on top of it, and it'll, you know, be the highlights, and the shadows will make sense with the highlights. Turned out great. It's not done yet. I still got to do all the details in there and stuff. But yeah, it's coming along. The deck paneling looks pretty good though, and that wood block of stuff looks pretty good. Add some more of that neutral green, just kind of break up the strokes a little bit. And get that slightly brighter, slightly yellower in. Let's see what the shadows are looking like on this. Ooh, that's nice. Mm-hmm. That looks good. Oh, you know what we never did? We never put the shadow of that particular piece in. So let's do that. Duplicate it. Oh, gotta lock it. Slide it into blue, make it dark. Drop it below itself. Filter, blur. Filter, blur some more. And drop the opacity. There we go. More like that. Yeah. That's looking pretty good there so far, I think. Gotta get these, and we'll get the pedal animated, or draw the pedal to be animated later. But we're getting mighty close. You are just a shadow, so you can just get merged down there. Get relocked. What is all this? Oh, that's all those boards. Yeah. So we can merge those down. Lock that. Socket glass. That is its own thing. So let's do that. Ground line art. Okay, that's above it. Yep. Cool. So let's come in and very carefully do this. Add a little bit of highlight to it where it's going to catch the light on the inside. Very carefully thin that excessively dark outline, or excessively thick and dark outline, I should say. Not the problem that it's dark, it's just a problem that it's too thick. Add a tiny bit of shadow on the side that would be in shadow. Oh, I see, that's why. Because I want the sake fluid above this layer. That's why. There we go. And this is just going to be a very gentle slide out of shadow in either direction. This kind of drift towards the center. Kind of pull a little bit of that mid-tone in. There we go. Sharpen that edge. Sharpen this edge. Underside, we're going to need to just drop in completely into shadow. Little base there, which we're barely seeing here. Just a little bit bluer. Cool. And then let's grab a key highlight here so we can do a rim just a little bit. There we go. And for the actual fluid there, we can grab a little bit of white there. Put just a couple little shine points near the edge. Most of it will be animate. Well, no, let's not do that. Uh-oh. We'll do all the fluid highlights on the actual animation layer, I think. That'll be the easiest way to do that. But that still looks pretty cool, even without any kind of highlighting on the fluid itself. The liquid. How does that line art that? Doesn't line art much, actually. Okay, that can get merged down. Come on, we'll do this dish here. New layer, as usual. A little brighter, a little yellower. And I am going to do that, so I stay on the dish itself. Comes in. This is going to be in the catch some light area, so get that up nice and smooth. A little yellower, a little brighter. Let's get a little bit of corner shadow here. A little bit of shadow across the base. By the way, what tablet am I using? I am using a Cintiq 24-inch, I believe. Just like whatever the big tabletop Cintiq is. Which, for the record, I think is actually the same one that's depicted in the picture. It's in front of the thing. I didn't draw that particular piece. That's provided by I'm blanking on the name. I'll double check it. That is provided by the Spud tablet software, the tablet sitting in front of me on the screen there, but the tablet I'm actually using is a Cintiq 24. Works pretty well. My only complaint with it is the screen gets rather warm, so I have to wear a glove the whole time so that my hand doesn't smear sweat across it because it's too warm. But I'm pretty sure that would be a problem with any tablet screen that anyone could use, or any tablet screen I chose to use. So I don't think that that's actually that big of a deal. All right, that looks like that gets that dish. Let's deselect. Yeah. Right, don't touch this. Dish. Oh, yep. That little layer has got a little knob. Wait, does it? Huh. Is this one? There's a little knob there, and I'm not sure where that's from. Huh. Nope. Easy way to solve it. There. No more knob. Alright, now let's try the steak in itself. The fun part. Start with a nice, deep orange red brown there with a crust. Just paint that in vaguely. We'll jump to a orangey pink. This might be a little too orangey, not enough pink. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Might be a little saturated. Just a little on the saturated side. There we go. Let me see. I want to add a temporary clipping mask below it. just so I can put the steak on a surface a little bit brighter so I can see a touch. There we go. We can throw that layer away once we're done painting the steak, though. All right, there we go. That probably gets the outline down. Let's get a little bit of an orange glow to the edge there. Let's pop just a little oranger. Right where the wonderful crust there meets the tender inside. Mm-hmm. All right, now let's pull some veins of shadow in. Where the fibers of the meat crack apart just a little bit. Alrighty. Start getting in little darker bits where some unevenness of the flame of the grill. A little bit of shadow under it while we're working with the darks. Welcome back, Code. We're just doodling away, getting the steak all looking tasty. We're gonna need to give it just the slightest hint of a grayer color right near the edge. Slightest hint, where the cookedness seeped in a tiny bit. All right, we're gonna need to bring in some more reds. Just kind of put some streaks of that in, where we're getting little pools of juice. Soften those just a touch. Let's go a little bit oranger on the outside, get some of those. Soften this up, get some of that Maillard reaction meat out there. The good stuff. All right, let's get some like strong highlights in here where we can start getting like that juicy feel. Glisten. Let's get brighter. pink and even whiter. Right where it pools, where they touch. Oh, now we actually zoom out to full. Does that quite feel right? I think it needs just a slight bit more color variation. Maybe a little bit more of this. There. Oop. I probably should drop the opacity while I'm working like this. Just kind of take a snow brush over it to very carefully put some scatter, some very, very tiny amounts. Okay. Now, if we hide the layer used, oh, there we go. That's starting to. And there we can just bulk up these shadows a little bit so it sets in a little better. Sharpen that edge up. That looks like a tasty piece of meat there. Good enough for this painting, at least. So unless the HH Iron Warriors transfer sheet, I'll have to use the Chaos Space Marines version, which is annoying because I want to play Loyalist Iron Warriors, and the Iron Warriors options are shiny silver. Hand paint? I'd just hand paint it. Like if you don't have a transfer sheet that does what you want, hand paint it. Add the nice brown sauce. alive now. So I can chase you down. Shit. Stay away. That's your tune, but your breath for me. This red runs black. I'll ask you, was I everything you need? Yep, the sun's going down. I'll turn. Let's get a little bit of the cloth reflecting up onto that. It's away. The end is gone. Let's also get a little bit of the cloth reflecting up on this, since we get that as well. Cool. Well, it's really a complicated image. I'll send you a picture. I think I may have forgotten to dim the shadow here. There we go. That's our chopsticks more or less chopsticked. All right, let's take a look at this image you sent me. Ah, so it's like that steel skull there? Yeah, just hand paint that. Alternatively, if you don't want to hand paint and you still want to use the transfer, what you could do is paint a black square or black shape where you want to put the transfer. Put the transfer down and then very carefully trim that black stuff back with whatever the background color is going to, whatever color you're putting in. So you're basically just putting a very thin black outline around it, which would let the transfer pop off background. Here, I'll throw up another layer and just show you what I mean. So if we have a mid-gray block right here, and we want to put a almost imperceptibly brighter gray on top of it, and we want it, but we want this to stand out. If before we put that one down, we put down a layer in between the two, that is black. Then we put the transfer down. We can then come in and paint this back up to like right here, and it'll make the transfer pop. See what I mean? That would get your transfer to pop very cleanly off. You just gotta, make sure your space that you're using is slightly bigger than the transfer, and you very carefully, with a real small brush, cut the edge back once you have the transfer down. Oop. Almost picked up the actual paintbrush instead of the thing I wanted. Let's add just a tiny bit of brighter highlight there, and a tiny bit to the other side. All right, I think that's everything but the sake bottle here. We can pitch that out, merge that down, merge that down. Sake bottle. That might work. I'll probably have to practice through it. Yeah, I would definitely practice on with a transfer you don't care about first, but it definitely would work to make it pop nicely. And technically you can use any color for your outline color there, but you're going to want to pick a color that contrasts very strongly with both the transfer and whatever the background is. So in general, black is a pretty good choice for that. Sometimes if you're using really, really dark colors otherwise, doing a white outline might work better. But generally, I would go with black. Let's get this in. There we go. That's starting to look right. A little bit more there. And then I want to get like that gold leaf look. So let's grab one more layer here. Nope. Actually, let's just do it flat and then we'll wrap it with like that. And we will wrap it with the warp. Edit. Transform warp. And Control T. About there. Let's hide this underlayer a little bit better. Lock the opacity. We can then come in there, add a little bit to the darker red side of the gold. Jump to the super bright yellow side. To add that gold leaf in the lacquer feel. It's nice and shiny. Add a tiny reflection of the cloth onto there. All right, how are we feeling about this so far? Some of the outlines are still a little rough, so we may have to soften those. I think I might cut the flower out just because I'm not sure I actually need it. Let me grab this layer and just drop it to like 50% opacity so it's just a bit softer. I think that'll be enough to make it not a problem. All right, we're gonna merge you down. We're gonna merge you down. We're gonna merge you down. Alrighty. Merge that one down. Okay, so somewhere in this layer we have the outline for that cloth, which we need to get rid of. As well as that flower, which we decided we're cutting out. Do we want to cut out the cloth outline? Maybe we just add another layer on top real quick and gently come in and just soften it. Yeah, I think cutting out the flower works pretty well here. There's a lot going on that's asking for attention. The flower doesn't really need to be there because it'd just be another thing asking for attention. So having a little bit of rest space there is going to be better, I think. It's supposed to be a very serene, peaceful picture. Yeah, that looks nice. Everything's set in the world. Alright, let's get those animated layers showing a bit. You can grab all the other layers and throw them into a folder. Static. Alright, so the tree shadow's good. We don't need to worry about that. It's been done since the start. Stake steam. We're going to have to worry about that one a little bit. Brush drip. And the petal on there. Okay. Let's start with the brushes drip. That's going to be interesting. How are we going to do this? Okay. Think about that for a moment. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a couple ridges there, a couple ridges there. These are going to be on their own layer so that I can... Actually, those aren't centered under the brush, which we need. We need these centered under the brush. And a couple little ridges there. We won't see that other one, so we'll just do the two. So that gets that. That'll be one layer. So this will be brush drip ripples. We need another one for the brush drip itself. And we're going to grab this color, and this is going to look weird because what we're going to do is we're going to put a little ball here, and it's just going to kind of sit there. And if we pull that off, yeah, we need to make this just like a little round ball. You know, its only job is going to be to sit on the brush, and what's going to happen is when it comes time to animate, I can grab the round ball and I can stretch it into the teardrop shape that it will need to be as I'm animating it. Okay, let's just pull that a little darker. So despite it basically not showing being drippy at all there, I should be able to animate that into an actual drip falling off. Let's pull that a little close to the tip, though, I think. Maybe a little closer to the body. Like that. Okay, we'll close those. Sakura petal on this. We're going to get rid of these completely because we're working with clear stuff. Let's get a nice pink there. Nice. That might be a little vibrant. Let's desaturate that just a little bit. A little lighter. There we go. Then we add just a touch of shadow into it. That's just going to sit there pretty much on its own layer. And it'll just get tipped and rotated and drift about in the animation stage. We'll do one more layer. It's the ripples. And this will be similar to the ink ripples, where we just put a couple down, and I will use the animation software to kind of pull them outwards over the animation and shift them about, or possibly even duplicate them as necessary. Okay, so we'll lock that, brush strip, shadows there, stick steam. Okay, this one was done really rough originally, so we're gonna have to probably throw the whole thing out. There, come on. Oop. It's this layer. I didn't get rid of the brush strip. No, good. Okay. Need something really wispy. Do I have a wisp brush? I might. I need to look through some of these. It's been so long since I've looked through some of the special effects brushes I've got. I generally don't use any of them. This might... Oh. Yeah, okay, so how do I want to do this? I'm probably going to need this in like 3 layers, so we'll just copy it a couple times. And they're going to need to... so they can travel up at uneven pacings. We'll do another layer, which is, this is going to be a bit wider. We'll do another layer, which is like thin tendrils wrapping in there. And then I can make these a bit uneven as they go up. Okay. Overall, I think that's about done. Like I've got all the layers on their own little thing. Wait, let me turn the tree layer back on. So you can see that. Let's slightly adjust that tree layer, actually. I think I want to pull that sakura petal into the light right there. Pull it more out a little bit, I suppose. More maybe this way. I kind of like it like that more. Let's just manually do it then. Like I want the basin of the bowl open to the light right there. We're going to need to grab a very soft brush. Big soft brush. That is exactly the brush I want. We'll add some more like twigs and stuff flowing through. Some of this, pull out a few extra little leaves. Technically I'm not working it, I'm working in black, not dark, not the correct blue. I may need to jump back to the base layer then. Yep. That's all blue, and I've been working in black. There we go. There. Let's do this. That'll turn it into a better shadow, I think. Alright, now let's drop it back to where it was. Kind of light, very light shadow there. I wonder, is it? Yeah, let me try something. I think I've got an idea. I want to grab that, duplicate it. I'm going to color shift this whole duplication thing to yellow. Make it really bright. Super saturated, super bright, super yellow. And yeah, duplicate this one more just so I don't ruin the original. We're going to merge these two, then drop the opacity. That. Maybe not. Let's brighten you up a little more. I'm trying to get that right at the edge of the leaf where the light's coming through. It gets turned more green. More yellow-green there. Might need a different blend mode. What if we do multiply, darken, color burn? Actually, I can't use a different blend mode, come to think of it, because the animation software won't use the blend modes properly. Okay, so just not going to use it. Delete layer. Are you letting me delete the layer? There. There we go. It'll let me do opacities, but it won't let me do blend modes very well. Just because it doesn't do Photoshop blend modes as much. Okay, well, overall, I think that's pretty good. I got, about 8 layers or so here I can animate with, and that'll let me get a nice loading screen. There's a big space here for me to put the schedule there, and that'll work well. So anyways, I think that's the stream. I hope you guys like what will become the new loading screen here. It might be static for the next couple days while I find time to get it animated, but otherwise, it's been wonderful having you guys here. Thank you, Code. Thank you, Harasho, for coming out. I always appreciate it. And that's the drawing stream. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll be live again tomorrow doing some Fate Grand Order. I believe tomorrow we are painting a Jolter in her Shinjuku outfit. Just because, some of the Fate characters are more fun to paint in their casual clothing. So, have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll catch you guys later.